Now, today's topic is application of remainder theorem. Okay. Now we know that the remainder theorem statement is if a polynomial fx is divided by x minus a, then the remainder is fa. It is a statement of remainder theorem. Now, using remainder theorem, solve this problem number 2. Using the remainder theorem, factorize the following expression x square plus 5x minus 6. So now how to solve it? See that, let this polynomial be fx. Let fx equal to x square plus 5x minus 6 and call this equation number 1. See that the constant, it is a x square term, it is x term, and this is the constant term. So what is the constant term of fx is minus 6. So now what is the factor of minus 6? So 1 should be the factor, minus 1 should be the factor, 2 should be the factor, minus 2 should be the factor, 3 should be the factor, minus 3 should be the factor, 6 should be the factor, and minus 6 should be the factors. Got it? So all these terms are the factors of minus 6. So now, first of all, find one value of x for which fx equal to 0. That means from such x, such this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 values, which value, for which value of x, fx should be 0. And that should be x equal to 1. You can check it. Sure. So now, since such value of x is 1, so we put x equal to 1 here. So what happened? Since fx equal to this one, so put x equal to 1 here. This is f1. So x square, look at that, x square. This means instead of x is 1. So x 1 square plus 5 into 1 minus 6. And that should be 1 plus 5 minus 6. That is 6 minus 6. That is 0. Got it? So now we can divide this x square plus 5x minus 6 with x minus 1. Since x equal to 1 is since if we put x equal to 1, the expression f1 should be 0. So we can divide x square plus 5x minus 6 by x minus 1. So now after division, we get this one. So clearly, if fx can be written in the form like that, x square plus 5x minus 6 and 6, one value of x minus 1 and other is x plus 6. So this into this. Got it? So this into this. So fx equal to x minus 1 into x plus 6. Now the problem number 3. It is also the application of remainder theorem. So using remainder theorem, factorize the expression this one completely. How to solve it? So let fx equal to the expression. The constant term is what? 6. Got it? So its factors are obviously the same as minus 6. So all the factors are this 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2, 3 minus 3, and also 6 minus 6. Clear? So now put all the f1 equal to how much? Put instead of this x, put 1. So what happened? 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square minus 5 into 1 plus 6, that should be 0. Put f of minus 1, that should be 8, and after all these values, etc. Okay. So all these values we got only f1 equal to 0 and f minus 2 equal to 0 and f3 equal to 0. All the other value f should be non-zero. Got it? So fx can be written, fx is this one, is can be written. How many values are 0? f1 equal to 0. So we put x minus 1. Let's see that if minus 2 equal to 0, so we put x plus 2. And if 3 equal to 0, so we put x minus 3. Got it? So this cubic expression can be divided into 3 parts completely. X minus 1, x plus 2, and x minus 3. Sure? Now, factor theorem. The theorem states that if a polynomial fx is exactly divided by x minus a without leaving any remainder, that is remainder equal to 0, then x minus a is a factor of fx. And I repeated that. If a polynomial fx is exactly divided by x minus a without leaving any remainder, that is remainder equal to 0, then x minus a is a factor of fx. Okay, it is a statement of factor theorem. Now, from this statement, we have the following things. Thus, from the above, we have the followings. Number one, this is vital. Number one and number two is the vital. You should remember these two things. If x minus a is a factor of fx, then f of a equal to 0. And number two, if fa equal to 0, then x minus a is a factor of fx. Now, problem number 5 is the application of factor theorem. Show that x minus 4 is a factor of x cube minus x squared minus 10x minus 8. How to show it? Using factor theorem, obviously. Let fx equal to that polynomial, x cube minus x squared minus 10x minus 8. Then x minus 4 will be a factor if f4 equal to 0 by this one. If x minus a is a factor of fx, then fa equal to 0. Now, we have to show that x minus 4 is a factor of this one. That means then x minus 4 will be a factor if f4 equal to 0. Now we have to find f4. What happened? 4 cube as this one, fx equal to this one. So f4 means 4 cube minus 4 square minus 10 into 4 minus 8. And that should be 0. So you can see that if fa equal to 0, then x minus 4 is a factor of fx. You have to see that if 4 equal to 0, so by that result, since f4 equal to 0, hence x minus 4 is a factor of fx. Thank you.